Oh gosh, there he goes. There he goes, there he goes, there he goes. I mean, there's literally alligator gar remains everywhere. Got him. Fish on. He's running so fast. Oh my gosh. Stay on. Oh my gosh, we're going on a Cajun sleigh ride, baby. Cajun sleigh ride, baby. Look down here at my feet, guys. I guess somebody caught a bunch of gar, and these aren't just ordinary gar, these are alligator gar. Maybe commercially cleaned them and dumped them out here, and there are fish surfacing everywhere. Like, I'm out of breath because I ran back to my truck to get my camera. I made a couple of casts just a second ago with my jig, and I couldn't believe what I was catching. And I was luring in this big alligator. He's a pretty big guy, and I don't have a whole lot of time to fish. I only have about 30 minutes, so I want to get to fishing and show you guys what I'm catching. It's crazy. Down here in Louisiana, this is kind of a spur of the moment video. This isn't where I planned to video first down here, but I had to show you guys this. But look at this, this is crazy. I mean, there's literally alligator gar remains everywhere scattered out on the bank. Like, you don't see this in Arkansas. I mean, literally big alligator gar. Like, that is just so wild to me. I mean, I would like to catch some of those, but look out here, guys. Show you guys this big lizard. He's way out there right in the middle of the screen. That's an alligator. He's probably 10 foot long. If you look right there, there's fish jumping, and they're out here because there's all these little maggots. If you look, there's a bunch of flies on these gar. It's pretty gross, but there's little maggots floating around in here, and there's fish eating them. And there's big ones right here in front of me. We're gonna put this big camera down and start casting. Like I said, I don't have a whole lot of time, and I want to catch some fish before we go on to our other fishing spots. So if y'all are excited to tune into today's adventure and to all the future adventures out here in South Louisiana, do me a huge favor, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and let's try to catch some fish and not get eaten by an alligator. Let's go. Okay guys, so this is what we brought. We have our ACC Crappie Stix. We've got the old secret jig. I plan to just bring this up here and just fish for whatever. And my first cast, I caught something kind of crazy. My second cast, I caught something kind of crazy. So that's when I ran up and got the camera, because I didn't want to keep catching them without being able to show you guys. Hopefully they're still here and still willing to bite. There he is, got him. That's not what I was after. Okay, this is what I expected to catch, but this isn't what I caught initially. That is a bluegill, pretty good sized one. And that's what I'm seeing a lot surfacing right here, but there's something even crazier out here. Not as crazy as that alligator. He might not be, I say he was 10 foot, he might not be 10 foot. All I can see is his head. He might be a little bit smaller, but he's just chilling. But when I caught the first fish that I caught down here a little bit ago, that gator came beelining this, but I thought he was gonna come up here on the bank. That's one thing about fishing down here in Louisiana. You can't just wade out in the water. You gotta kind of watch where you're fishing at, because you could accidentally step right up on top of a gator. This is the craziest and kind of nastiest spot I think I've ever fished. It reeks of dead gar, but there is so many fish hanging out right here. It's unreal. Got him, got him, got him. There we go. That's what I had earlier. That's what I had earlier. Oh my gosh. Get up here, kitty cat. Yes. Oh, here comes that gator. Oh, it goes. No. Oh, he got off in the water. Dang. Well, maybe y'all saw that. It was a channel catfish, guys. All these stinky gar and all these shad and all these maggots and everything out here in the water has drawn in a huge school of catfish, I think. Oh, there's a little bite. Got him. Oh, that's a bluegill. That's a big bluegill. There's a lot of these bluegill coming up, and I think they're all about this size. That gator's came back a little bit. He swam off. And he's literally just like 50 yards right there. If I toss this bluegill out like that, he'll probably swim a little closer. I kind of want to get a better look at him, see how big he is. I'm not really worried about him. Definitely not going to feed the guy, but I think he wants to come over here and munch some of these gar heads. Oh, got him. There we go. There's another catfish. Okay, let's land this one. Wow, this is crazy. He's not very big. So the ones that I caught when I first got out here, I caught one that was like 1.5 pounds, and then I caught one that was like nearly 5 pounds probably. There's so many of them. I hate that I don't have a whole lot of time to fish right here, but I'm excited. We're actually going to be going and doing some fishing for arguably a much cooler species, But this is just so crazy. Caught me a catfish off of a pile of dead gar with an alligator out in the background, and then just bluegill and all sorts of fish just everywhere out here. It's just so nutty. But I might have time to catch one more. I don't know. I have to leave probably in the next 5 minutes to go back and meet Jared. But there's a catfish literally right behind my bait. Oh my gosh. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna rub my bait in these gar guts. Oh gosh, this is gross. I'm just gonna rub it all up on these gar guts. That is so gross. There's maggots all up in that thing. I might pull a piece of those guts off. There we go. I actually just tipped this jig with a piece of gar guts. Let's see if that does us any good. This will be probably my last cast. But I got this cast and one more, and then I've got to go. I don't want to make Jared wait on me. And I'm really excited about where we're going this afternoon. That worked. That worked. I told you guys, you put a little piece of scent on there, and these catfish go crazy because they're, oh gosh, there he goes. There he goes, there he goes, there he goes. Oh, it's a good one. Did y'all see that? I literally just tipped that thing with some gar guts. And that gator's about to come over here and investigate. Oh, it's a good one. I mean, that's a good eating sized catfish right there, guys. Not as big as that one I caught off camera, but still. All right, kitty cats. Ow, on the gar guts. You gotta match the hatch, and the hatch out here is gar guts and maggots, and there's shad. Wow, that's incredible. These are my first Louisiana channel catfish, my first Louisiana catfish. Ugh. Yeah, every time I catch a fish, that gator gets a little bit closer. Here, let's grab one more piece of gar guts. Here's a mullet. Ugh, this is disgusting. Don't do this at home, kids. There we go. That's nasty. But it'll probably work. It'll probably work really good. That's our last cast. Oh, it's so oily and rotten. Got him. Got him. Okay, there we go. Here comes the gator. He's making a big circle back around. Okay, that's gonna have to be the last catfish in this spot. But that is crazy. Again, look at this. We've got giant alligator gar skulls, and we got, I mean, a bunch of these catfish. I'm sure there's some even bigger catfish out here. I've seen some huge swirls that may have been, you know, big blues or, you know, bigger channels. But I promise you, if we had some of these shad that are coming up, little chunks, cast them out. If we had a couple rods out with bobbers, we wouldn't be able to keep up with them. They're in here that thick. That's probably my smallest one, but we will take it. Definitely a good way to start the afternoon mission. But Jared said he'd be back at 4:30, and he told me he'd be back at 4:30, and it's 4:30 right now, so I better go. I'm only 5 minutes down the road from where I need to be, so I think that's what's kept me out here a little longer. But man, first afternoon in Louisiana, and we're already into some wild stuff. All right, guys, we're back from catching the kitty cats, and we're here with Mr. Outside The Levees himself. This is Jared. Jared and I have been buddies for about a year now, and we've been trying to make this trip happen for a while, and I just got to come down here on a whim this weekend, and we're about to go catch some fish. I've already caught some fish today. I kind of want to go back and catch some more catfish, but we're about to chase something a little bit more impressive, right?
Yeah, so we're going to some shallow water grass ponds where ducks like to hang out during the duck season, but also we have redfish in those shallow water ponds.
And that is what we want. That is what we get. That's really the fish we came down for. You know, I could honestly sit out there and catch those catfish all day, but that wouldn't make a whole lot of sense to drive all the way down to Louisiana to come catch channel catfish, as much fun as that was. We're here to catch some big redfish, and the redfish out here are beautiful. He just posted a video on his channel about a week ago, and they were just like the most like deep bronze, orange, red color. Like, they're beautiful. Like the ones we catch in Florida are normally kind of pale colored, and I've never caught a fish like that before.
Do you know why that is?
Because the water is brackish and they're eating all that shrimp.
No.
No.
It's their exposure to the sunlight.
That's it. Yep, that's it.
Their exposure to the sunlight. The water where we're fishing is typically filtered out by grass. It's typically shallow. So it's like a tan. They get a tan.
Yeah.
They get in shallow, clear water. They get a tan. They go in deep, cooler water. They get kind of pale.
Yeah, and I'm excited to catch them. So we're gonna be trying to catch them in artificial. I brought bass gear, I brought chatterbaits, I brought swim baits, and if that doesn't work, Jared picked us up some shrimp. So we'll do that underneath the popping cork, but we're gonna start off by trying to catch them on some bass gear. And yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully y'all are excited. We're gonna launch the boat. We have about 3 hours of daylight to work with, and we're gonna try to make some magic happen for you guys. All right, guys, we made it out here to the spot. We're out here fishing these backwater grass ponds, right? And we've got this hard edge vegetation, and we've already seen some reds swirling around. And like I said, I'm gonna try to do them dirty with a chatterbait. I've got this golden shiner one. There's some mullet bouncing around. We got this cloud cover. Gold's usually a good color in cloud cover, and it's good in this kind of stained water. Gold's always good, but we're gonna see if we can't get our arm broke real quick. And see if we can get to this grass. I've also got a weedless swim bait tied up, which might do better if we get some really thick stuff.
There he is. Got one.
Got him. Is it a bass?
I think it is.
It's largemouth. I thought it was largemouth. There he is. We're out here trying to get some largemouth, and Jared's a greenfish man. You ever catch any big bass out here?
Yeah, we'll catch 4 and 5.
Ooh.
You know.
Well, I can get behind that.
It could happen.
Dude, if we get a 4 or 5 pound greenfish and then a 30-inch redfish, shoot, that'd be crazy. Got him. Fish on. It's a largemouth. Golly, smoked it. Oh, Jared was gonna back us up out of this grass, and I got absolutely smoked by this guy. He's like the same color as my swim bait. Look at that. Isn't that cool? It's a good fish. Fish on, or crab on, one of the two. I got a fish or a crab. It's not very big. I got a bass. I got a green trout on a shrimp. Oh, that's funny. That's a first. It's my first bass ever on a shrimp. We swapped over to the popping corks. We weren't having a ton of luck on artificials. We were throwing the swim baits and chatter baits and spoons. We saw a couple fish in the first little area that we were in, but they kind of dispersed. So we're out here trying to make something happen with popping cork and shrimp. And old green boy decided he wanted to bite. We'll take it. We'll get into something. I'm confident. We still got plenty of time. Let me show you guys the basic rig. I'm just threading this shrimp onto this bait holder hook. It's a pretty good sized bait holder. I think it's like a 2-aught, honestly. Pretty good size. The head usually flings off whenever I cast it, but just got it beneath. Popping cork. I'm running a 4,000 size spinning reel. This is my 6 cents 7.3 medium spinning rod. I've caught a lot of big old fish on this thing, so I'm not really worried about hooking a big old redfish on it. And I'm running straight braid and I'm running 20-pound braid to a 30-pound monofilament leader. Let's see if we can't get another one to act up. I got a fish. There we go. Oh, he came off.
Oh no!
Got him.
All right.
The reds are eluding us. They're being very, very elusive, but we're still catching a few green ones. We're kind of getting back out on this flat. Y'all can see we've got a beautiful sunset, but it's getting dark and we're running out of time to catch a redfish. Nice little largie though. I caught him swimming the old stroker crawl on top of all this grass, kind of like a frog. Well guys, we have run just about out of daylight for fishing. The GoPro screen couldn't see anything anymore, but we gave it all we had. We fished really hard. We didn't know for sure if the redfish were gonna cooperate this afternoon or not. Jared said they've been doing a lot better in the mornings, but we decided to give it a shot anyways. We saw a few kind of swimming around in the grass, but not a whole lot. But we did manage to catch a couple bass, which was nice. And I did hook up with what was probably a redfish on the popping cork just briefly. I thought it was stuck in the grass, but it was a fish and I didn't get a hook in it, which sucked, but that's okay. We're gonna come back out here tomorrow morning and try to get back on some. But now all we're doing is waiting for the sun to go down, and we're gonna start perusing around out here on these grass mats and try to find a few bullfrogs. We've heard a few croaking. It looks super froggy out here. I haven't really got on any frogs in the last couple of months, so it'd be fun to get down and snatch a few up before we head back to the house. So that's what we're gonna do. We just gotta wait for it to get dark first. All right guys, good morning. It is day number 2 on the South Louisiana fishing mission. We ended up not catching any frogs last night, so we just went in, back to the house, got some good rest. We're out here again early, and we've got a new plan of attack. So we brought Jared's boat out here, but along with the boat, we've also strapped in a couple of Piros, and we have came here to a new area, and we are seeing some active redfish out here on this flat. We're about to dump these little boats out here so we can be sneaky. Gotta be sneaky, and we're gonna sneak up on them and hopefully get them to bite. Really excited about it. We don't want to waste too much time, so we're gonna get these things loaded up and get after it and hopefully secure our first redfish of the trip. All right, we are loaded up in the small little Piro. Feels pretty stable, really low to the water, and we are sneaking up on this flat looking for some active redfish. Now, when you find redfish, you know, in a school, kind of feeding around here in these shallows, there's one. I think that's him right there. I need to make a cast of that. Got him, got him, got him, got him. Redfish. Oh my gosh, we're going on a Cajun sleigh ride, baby. Cajun sleigh ride, baby. Stay on there. Stay on there. Stay on there. Oh my gosh, this is a good one. This is a good one. This is a good one. Oh my gosh, he's taking us out here into the marsh. Woo, baby, let's go. Yeah, oh, it's a good one. Stay on there. Stay on there. Oh, I am so glad I got the heavy frog rod right now, guys. This grass is thick. That is a good one. Second cast. I was beginning to wonder if those were even redfish. I thought they were a redfish, but then I thought they might have been mullet. Oh, baby, let's go! Stay on. Stay on. Come around this other side of the boat. Come over here. Oh, he ain't ready. He ain't ready. I've never caught a redfish on a casting rod before, so this is awesome. Yo! He's in the net! Yeah! I'm coming, Jared. All right, guys, that took literally no time at all. We were out there for 5 minutes, found a little school of redfish. I threw a 6 cents divine swim bait, 3.8 golden shiner out there, and this dude clobbered. I haven't even looked at the fish yet. I haven't even seen what it looks like. Do you have any grippers? All right, we got him. Oh, that's a big fish, dude.
I told you. That's silly. Oh my goodness.
That's a tank. That's like a 33-incher.
Bend his tail towards me.
Look at that thing.
Wow.
Isn't that a beautiful redfish? I mean, oh, he's angry. He's angry. He's angry, Jared. That is awesome. And there's definitely more where this came from. We're gonna get this fish back in the water and get back after. We don't know how long the bite is going to last, but wow. What an amazing way to kick off the morning. We didn't really know for sure if we were gonna catch the thing last night or not. It was kind of very hit or miss, very 50-50. So it's cool to catch the bass, but this is what it's all about down here in South Louisiana. All right, one last look at this big old redfish. We're gonna send it back. That's send fish number 1 back. She's ready to go. Back into the marsh. All right, let's catch another one. He's running so fast. Oh my gosh. Stay on. Stay on. These fish run so fast. Woo! All right. There we go. I think it's a little bit smaller than the last one, but still a good one. Golly. Woo! Stay on there, buddy. Woo! He's bigger than I thought he was. I thought he was small. He bit it and ran straight to me. That's another toss. Oh, baby. Oh, come here. He's a little smaller. In the net, baby. Let's go. Woo! Second redfish of the day, guys. Let me get these grippers. Look at that, guys. Second redfish of the morning. It can be a little bit difficult to operate in this little thing, but it's awesome. It feels a little tippy, but it's still really stable. We saw a few fish coming up in front of us. I couldn't tell how big they were. I saw several little tails. Ooh. And he is a feisty guy. And I didn't even know if I had him hooked or not because he came running straight at me, but I caught him on, again, the 6th Sense Divine Swim Bait. It's a great swim bait to target so many different species of fish with, including redfish. And these fish are just gorgeous. Look at that tail spot. Just beautiful. That's awesome. That is just so, so cool. Okay, well, I'm gonna send this guy back and get a quick little revive on him. And there he goes. There's more where that came from. You just got to kind of just keep sneaking around, and when you see them and you're able to throw at them, they generally bite. So I'm just going to keep putting my focus towards actually locating the schools before I throw at them, and that way we can be super efficient. But that is awesome. Catching them on a big old beefy bait caster. That's pretty much the only way you can get them out of this thick stuff. This stuff is, I mean, this grass is so thick. I was thinking about throwing it on my spinning rod, but I mean, these fish would eat my lunch out here in this stuff, and I'd probably lose them. So I'm using the 7.2 extra heavy frog rod from Stix Sense Deluxe series. I got 50-pound braid, and I got this 3.8 Divine Swim Bait. I'm using this golden shiner color. I don't even know if they even still make this color, but whenever I saw it on their side, I was like, man, that'd be great for targeting redfish, I think, out here in this brackish water. Heck yeah, let's find another fish. All right, guys, so first off, if you made it to this part of the video, thank you guys so much for watching it. I really appreciate it. This was a very spur-of-the-moment trip down to South Louisiana to go visit my buddy Jared from Outside The Levees. If you haven't checked out his YouTube channel, be sure to do so. I'll have it linked down in the video description. But we had an amazing time, and the reason I'm ending the video here back at the house is because, well, while we were out there in the P-row, shortly after I released that second redfish, I had some water get into it, and my camera equipment basically took a poop on me. Some of it got inundated with some water, and it just quit working, and it was a real bummer. But I guess fortunately for us, the bite had actually dipped off. We didn't get any more bites. We didn't even see any more redfish. It was one of those unique scenarios where we had to get out there really early to capitalize on that early bite when the redfish move up into those grass flats to feed. And basically once the sun gets up and it gets hot, they dip on back out into some deeper water, and they make it harder to catch. So we caught what we caught. We probably could have caught more had we not been messing around with, you know, trying to capture it all on film, because they were hot for the bait for a minute. it, but I'm just so thankful we were able to catch a couple of good ones for y'all. It was so much fun riding them around in that P-row. I mean, literally took the Cajun sleigh ride, and it was so much fun. But anyways, guys, this is the end of this video, but good news is that we have a couple of more videos to share with y'all from this trip, and if you thought this one here was action-packed, you're gonna love the next two, so be on the lookout for those. If y'all enjoyed this video, do me a huge favor, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you back in South Louisiana real soon. Bye, guys.